Hello. I have made some changes over here. Just one little small change. Welcome to by Chelsea. I took the curated out because I thought it was a little much at this point, and I have been changing it for a while now, and it was time to change it over here. So let's jump into this video about leveling up your life this year or this season or whatever time you want to apply it to. But for me, it is going to be this year. So there are multiple different ways that you can level up your life. I know some people are just going to be like, yeah, this is the time to hustle, the time to really be on your grind. This is the time that I'm leveling up my life in the easiest ways possible. It doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to pick yourself up from your bootstraps to do these things. This is just really easy little things that you can do that I feel like will level up your life. So let's start with number one. Throw out the SMART goals. If you saw my other video, I said I am throwing out SMART goals. I'm no longer abiding by that system. There are many different ways that you can go with this. You can do value-based goals and list out your core values, and whatever aligns with your values, those will be your goals. You can also break down your current SMART goals into micro goals. That way they seem a lot more achievable, and then you can just keep adding on as it keeps going. Or you can just focus on the process instead of the goals. This is technically what I'll be doing, but I will also be storyboarding or story building my goals. I'm not really looking at my goals as a way to like check them off. I'm really just enjoying the process, romanticizing the process. And this way it just makes it a more creative and a more fun experience. I do feel like you can apply this to, a job if you're a 9-to-5 person. Stop trying to look at your life like it's just a menial thing that you have to do every day versus something that you get to do every day. Enjoy the process, and if there are bigger things that you want to achieve, you can. The second part to the storyboarding my goals is visualizing. And because I am such a creative person, I'm a whole artist, I think it's best to do more visualization and process-based goal setting just because that works for my life. It's not rigid, it's not super structured, and I think that really will work for me. And I think that'll actually work for a lot of other creatives as well. Just look into different goal techniques that you can try that aren't SMART goals, because that's not the only way to achieve things. That's just the way that they taught us in school. I'm sure you have been over SMART goals before. So definitely look into some different techniques before you try to just use SMART goals. Okay, number two is somewhat similar to number one, but it is vision boarding pretty much everything. And what I mean by everything is just really my ideas. So when it comes to my business, I definitely need to vision board a little bit more, or maybe I should say mood board. But if there is something that I want to accomplish, I need for there to be a vision. So let's say I want to make 1K subscribers, which is something that I do want to do. I am probably going to try and visualize that. What kind of content am I going to be making for my 1000K subscribers? Probably the same type of content I'm making right now. It's a little bit more informative, a little bit educational. It's not as scattered as it used to be, because if my current 400-ish subscribers won't watch my video all the way through, why would my 1000K subscribers watch all the way through? Just food for that. So I'm just vision boarding everything, and I think people should vision board more things in their life. So definitely try vision boarding more often and really just trying to envision yourself where it is that you want to be. And this can be with the Pinterest board, this can be in Milanote, and this can just be in your own journal. But visualizing it will make it feel real, because you'll always be visualizing where it is that you want to be. Every idea that you might have that you really would like to grow, you might have to envision it. Okay, number three is a big one for me, and I will probably always mention it if it comes to any habit, any goal you want to set, trying to level up your life, trying to better your life, whatever it is, it will be less scrolling on your phone. This is a huge one because, in my opinion, I do feel like scrolling is ruining our attention spans. It's sucking up all of our time and wasting a lot of our energy. And there are so many other things that you can do besides scrolling. I'm not going to solely blame TikTok because I do feel like that is the app that really has upped the scrolling a lot. Like it has really just been like, oh, what are you scrolling? TikTok. But you can scroll on Instagram. You can even scroll on YouTube. It's a little bit harder, but at least you'll be more engaged with one video unless it's a short for longer. But I think it is so important to find different things to do in place of scrolling. Now is the time to have hobbies. I say more than one. Have a bougie hobby, and if you haven't seen my bougie hobby video, and then have one that you can just do at home, whether it be something creative or just something solving a Rubik's Cube. It doesn't have to be that well thought out. It can be something very simple. You guys know my hobbies are very creative. I draw, I paint, I crochet, I sew. So for me, that's how it is going to look for me. But if there's just something else that you are interested in, try it. If you're very active, try running or try going on the elliptical, hula hooping, dancing. Try anything in place of scrolling. But get off of those social media apps and sometimes put your phone down. You can definitely have your phone out and not be scrolling, but sometimes you really just need to put the phone down. Hell, I'll even say watch some TV because sometimes you might need to just watch a TV show. Okay, number 4. This one might be just a little bit controversial, but learn to say no. If there is something that you don't want to do, it is okay to say no. Now, I'm not talking about like if your mom or your spouse asks you to take out the trash or wash the dishes or whatever chore that is around the house. I'm talking about if someone wants you to come out or if someone asks you to be a bridesmaid. That is a big one for women. You can say no to being a bridesmaid. As much as I love my friend, I was a bridesmaid once. I had a great time, but looking back, I wish I would have said no because it was a lot of drama, and there is always going to be a lot of drama when it comes to being in a bridal party, unfortunately, especially if it comes to finances. We should definitely normalize or destigmatize saying no to being a bridesmaid. Learn to say no. And especially for anybody who is an entrepreneur, say no when you're in the middle of something. So if you're at home working or at the coffee shop working and a friend or a family member calls you and it's like, hey, want to go do this? Now, if it's an emergency, this doesn't count. But if they say, you want to go do this and you're in the middle of something, it is okay to say no unless you absolutely want to do it. I am personally saying no to last minute plans because it really does stress me out. It just makes me feel like I have to rush now. I am not fully focused on my goals now. And so sometimes I do say no to last minute plans. I don't say no every time, but lately, because I know what it is that I want to accomplish, I do have to say no. And it has actually been hard and I'm still like, no, but there is a goal that I have in mind for myself. I'm really trying to get there. So that is a big one. Learn to say no. And last but not least is take care of your body. I really don't care how old you are. You can be 16 right now watching this, which would be a little weird for me, but you have to be taking care of your body. So if you're here watching this and you're 16 or even 18, take care of your body. Start sooner rather than later because things love to sneak up on you, especially when you get to be my age, which is 30. Take care of your body. Feed your body the right things. For most people, I do believe it is possible to eat at home and cook really good, healthy, nourishing meals. They don't have to be 100% healthy, but as long as they are healthy-ish. I am not a big diet person where you have to be counting your calories and lessening your carbs. Just not that type of person, at least not right now. But just be mindful of the foods that you are eating. Exercise, even if it's just walking, even if it's walking in place, hula hooping, dancing, going in the backyard doing cartwheels. You need to be moving your body as much as possible. Not as much as possible. You need to be moving your body a good amount because, well, again, once you get my age, you're going to regret not moving as much. So definitely get those steps in. Start now. If you are younger, for sure, it is just something you need to do. And also go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. Get your physicals. So just take care of your body. I promise it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to kill you. Take care of yourself and as your mental as well. Your mental health is also very important. These are 5 things that you could be doing to level up your life right now. And I want to know what you guys are doing to level up your life this year. Leave a comment. Okay, I know I do a little bit of like closing statement. So like I said in the intro, some things did change. I changed my name. on here, and this was always going to happen. But yeah, I'm actually happy about the change. I was like doing some SEO type things, and I was like, it's time to switch this over. So that's what I did. But I really don't have too many closing statements about this video in particular. If you want to level up your life and you want even more tips, I guess, leave a comment. I would love to keep doing this. Again, I may do a second part to this. I don't know. We'll see. These are just some things that I'm doing to level up my life, and I would love to know what you guys are doing. So yeah, but that's all for now. I will see you in the next one. Bye.